Welcome back after our short advert break. Guys, let us quickly wrap up today's lesson. So in today's lesson, we looked at personal income tax, right? So we said that basic income is the amount of money an individual regularly earns. For example, your monthly salary or your weekly wage, depending on the agreed terms of payment. Then we've also looked at gross income, the total amount of an individual's income before deductions. Therefore, it's your basic income plus any extra income. For example, a bonus, your housing allowance, and so on. Then we said that net income is income after all deductions, right? And it's also known as your take-home salary. We've spoken to lengths about taxable income, right? So that's the amount of income used to calculate tax. Income remaining after the non-taxable deductions have been subtracted and is used to calculate the payable income tax. Income that has tax applied to it. So that is your taxable income. Then we've looked at non-taxable deductions. And we've looked firstly at your pension fund. Here we said that for the government employees, we have the GEPF, Government Employees Pension Fund. And for your non-governmental institutions, we have what we call the Provident Fund. So what exactly is this? It's a fund established by an employer to facilitate and organize the investment of employees' retirement funds contributed by the employer and employees. Right, the standard individual contribution of up to 7.5% of the basic income. And then also important, it should be multiplied by 12 when we calculate tax. Okay. Then another non-taxable deduction is donations. So what is important with donations? It's a gift by legal persons, right? Typically for charitable purposes and or to benefit a cause, right? It's considered when calculating non-taxable income. The gift has to be given to an organization, right, that is registered under Section 18A. Also important is that a maximum of 100,000 Rand can be donated by an individual. And then also a maximum of 10% of an individual's salary may be donated. Guys, then we've looked at the tax threshold. Okay, very important. What is the tax threshold? The minimum income, right? One has to earn to qualify to pay income tax according to your age category, right? Then income level at which a person begin paying income taxes. People earning lower than the income tax threshold, they don't have to pay tax, right? And then also important is that the older the taxpayer is, the higher the tax threshold. Okay. Then rebates, also very important. Rebate is like a discount. Tax relief for individuals, right? So it's a relief who are paying tax according to their age category. Then we have three different rebates, right? First up, we have the primary rebate, and here every taxpayer qualifies for the primary rebate. Then individuals between 65 and 74 years old qualifies for your primary rebate as well as your secondary rebate. And then we have individuals older than 75 years old. They qualify for your primary, secondary, as well as your tertiary rebates. Then we've looked at medical aid tax credits, right? We also said that's also a tax relief for individuals who have medical aid, right? Irrespective of their income. The medical aid tax credit allocated to the first dependent equals to that of the main member, okay? And then thereafter, the medical credits of the remaining dependent or dependents, if it's more than one child, is the same for every additional member. And then important to remember is that when we calculate taxable income, we use our gross income minus our non-taxable deductions. Right, guys, and just a few pointers that I want to share with you. Remember, income tax is always calculated on the annual taxable income using the tax tables issued by SARS. Also, you are not expected, right, to memorize these tax tables. Guys, it will be way too much. This will be provided to you. Then in order to calculate your monthly tax, remember, divide your annual tax by 12. Now, I've also listed here that only work with the items, your age, medical aid, pension fund, that is provided in the specific question, nothing else, right? You work with what is given to you. Guys, let's quickly finalize our lesson by giving you some homework for the upcoming week. So I said Keith is 23 years old and he just started working. He earns an annual taxable income of 365,456 rand, right? He belongs to a medical aid scheme. So what is your homework for this week? Use the tax table to calculate how much Keith must pay towards SARS on a monthly basis. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Hope to see you next time. Please work every day. Stay safe. Goodbye.